Alright guys, DJ Live FPL, welcome back to another episode. And look, I've been doing this every other international break, and I think I'll keep on doing this. So these are 10 things that we've learned so far from game week 1 to 12. Because unajua vitu zimekuwa so unpredictable, things have been volatile, so is football, and we need to carry that information, apply it into FPL, and then tuendelee tu kusonga. So I've done a previous video on this, which is things that we've learned. I think as of game week 5 there was another international break then, na sasa tuko na full week until the next game week 13 na inaanza na early kickoff. Game week 13 itaanza na early kickoff ngori tena sana, Man City against Liverpool. So just make sure you're tuned in, make sure you are here for the updates so that you can also see my squad and my team selection heading into game week 13. So right back to these are some lessons that I want you to just carry with you. Yani tu kama utasikiza kitu ingine kwa hii base, just take this and apply into your own ways. Okay? So first thing, it's whether to pick players based off of form ama unachukua based off of fixtures. And I think this is a bit self-explanatory. Manu umeona a great example. If we are playing against Burnley, against Luton, against any other team, to a small team, it's just a gamble. You can't depend on these players. It's 1-0 wins, something to here and there. Now on the other hand, kuna hizi teams maybe zinakaa weak lakini they have good form. At least in 5 game weeks they've scored around 8 goals. The point here is, should you select a player based off of fixtures kama fixtures zinakaa rahisi, ama unapaswa kuchagua players based on venye wana perform? Na mimi kuongea kweli nimekuwa punished in my own way. Let me show you, let me go to my points. So this is game week 12. Game week 12 I scored 72 points. Na kwa bench yangu nilikuwa nimeka Mikolenko and Poro on the bench. Cause look, game week 10 I got 46 points, and look, I had points on the bench. Especially hizi za Mikolenko zilikuwa a bit predictable. He was giving me points. I had gotten him at around game week 8. He gave me good points. Alafu nampuza tu. So hii game week 10 venye alikuwa kwa bench na alikuwa na points, nikamweka kwa game. And look, he returned with another double figure, with now a new double figure haul in the next game week. Now I had a good backline, but in hii wiki Poro didn't get any points. This week Poro couldn't get any points. Had I kept the same backline into game week 12, look, ningekuwa at 80 points very easily. 9 points on the bench with Mikolenko and 5 points with Poro. Ningeendelea tu kucheza hawase cause I didn't have no reason to play Lukadin. He had given me no points. Na nilimchezesha based of fixture. Niliona okay, he's playing Fulham, this should be an easy one. Nikasema okay, Everton are playing an away game to Crystal Palace. Mikolenko kwani hata perform 2 game weeks in a row, and he did perform, and he did perform so well. So did Poro. So I think heading forward, Mr. kwa naangalia fixtures like that. Nikiona tu umekuki perform, umekuki cheza poa, like in my example, if Bowen has been playing well, I shouldn't have to touch him. Let him just stay on the team as he is. And look, this is my team even before I make changes, because I have 2 transfers, so I'll be making transfers, and that's why you might want to be here on the next episode, which I'll be talking about my team selection. So mimi naona tu tuchague wase based off of form venye wanacheza kwa grau, alafu tunaweka kwa FPL. Give that guy time and then you can get the real points. Now the second point is really easy. Impatience never goes unpunished in FPL. Every time you've bought a player and you knew why you bought this player, and enda 2 game weeks hajakupea points, unakuwa frustrated, unamuuza, immediately umuuza, bro, mse uperform. It's also my situation right now. I'm wondering, should I keep Alvarez on the bench or on my squad? But bro, I need to be patient with him. There's a reason why I brought him in, because he had been performing na anafanya job ya KDB. Even guys who had Mbeumo, Sterling, our two. Anyway, these are just some inconsistent players, but if you bought them, buy these guys atakama, buy 2 or rotate from your squad. But once you sell them, you usually find yourself in a tricky situation. I understand unaweza enda 5 game weeks player ja kupea points. Ikifika ya sita unasema bro hatuwezi kaa hivi. But usually what you'll notice is that as soon as you sell a certain player that you are banking on, in some kind of way he starts performing. Okay, so that is something I'm also battling in my squad. Sitaki kuchoka na players wangu, najua mbona niliwaleta kwa squad. If I really have to transfer them, let me transfer them for good reasons. And the next thing, Haaland and Salah are non-negotiables, bro. Salah was the first player to get to 100 points, bro, na amefikisha before game week 13. Haaland is right below him. I think Haaland has 97 points. Salah alisha cross the 100 points mark. Unakumbuka Salah akuanza ki get points, alikuwa na get like 5. But then he's been returning double digit holds in consecutive games, and the way it looks like these guys, you can't negotiate with them. I think most of you guys who have used your wild card ni juu ya kuleta Salah, cause hatukuanza na Salah kila msee, but jana na Salah, hata mimi najua hivyo. But again, as we said, focus on form. If a player is on form, play him. The same thing happened with me. I got impatient with Haaland, I sold him, then he performed immediately against Man U. What I did next was I just wrote an apology letter na nika reverse your transaction the following game week, nikarudisha Haaland, cause bro, he's a non-negotiable. Same thing with Salah. I think he's here to stay, and he'll be here in my squad for a very very long time until otherwise. Sindio? Next is that, bro, bank on Newcastle anytime they're playing a home fixture, and don't just bank on Newcastle, bank on Trippier. Najua Trippier kona ups na downs, but ups zake ni very up, na ikikuja kwa hii team muaminia wakichezea St James Park, that's where they do the real magic. Say it's all about energy na frequency. When they are at home and their fans are behind them, I say they are a very hard team to beat. So you might be rotating your squad, yes, you might be doing transfers, but ikifika kwa Newcastle, if they have a home fixture whether it looks like a hard game, kwanza si wanaenda kucheza na Chelsea, they're going to face Chelsea this coming weekend, you'll see what will happen. They are at home, so every time they are at home, bank on their players, go for that transfer. Na kama uko na Trippier, bro, simwachilie. Umse alikuwa a negotiable last season. He was a negotiable player in the last season. So once again, I'm not here to tell you what to do, I'm here to tell you what not to do based off of experience. Next thing, this is number 5. Na ni mambo ya Bowen, bro. Kama una Bowen kwa squad yako, nashuku umesikia, niko sure umemsikia, utamsikia mpaka itafika ile point yenye itabidi umbae. Look, Bowen is on 75 points so far. 75 points so far. That is around 18 points less than Haaland. That is around 18 less points than Haaland in total. If you have eyes, you'll see. If you have ears, you'll listen and you'll remember. So Bowen is on form in despite of any fixtures, whether it's an away game ama nini, especially if it's an away game, bro, ingia kwa hiyo gari ya Bowen until your form isha. But mimi, the way I watched him in the first 5 game weeks, I was convinced. Na nakwanga na kitu na boys, umse namba yengi, but sijui ni kama anafikanga point fulani zinaacha kufika. But I think this season it's the only way is up. The only way is up. I also did another video where I was breaking down, let me see. Anyway, I think it had to distract. Anyway, just get on Bowen. If you don't have Bowen, he's a really cheap midfielder. At 7, I think inafika 7.5 M sahi na ni juu. You have doing a panda. Get him when you can. Bank on West Ham, whether it's an away game, a home game, a hard fixture, just get him and it should be really easy. Next up is, bro, while you make transfers, while you're trying to pick a team na kila kitu, ukitrai kucheza kina bench boost, kina wild card, hizo vitu zote hazimata kama hauja choose the right captain. So captaincy is the biggest decision in your squad, every week. Captaincy will be the biggest decision because hizo points zinakuwa multiplied by 2. So one more thing is that don't try to captain someone that you just transferred in. I've spoken a lot about this in my previous videos until hata naanza kusikia nachoka nikianza kurudia hivyo. Try not to captain a player that you just recently transferred. Bro, captain mse amekuwa kwa squad, mse amekupanga points on a regular, mse uko sure. And when you choose the right captain, if make errors in other parts of your squad, you'll most likely stay up. So that's a main thing. Next, bro, itaji ku make transfers every week. If clubs did this in real life, kila month kuna transfer market iko open every month, nini ingekuwa inafanyika? Managers angekuwa nakuza after 3 weeks waken bro nini. But there's a reason why you choose the squad that you choose. There's a reason you chose that squad. So you should be able to rotate that squad and uweze kusurvive kuto make a transfer every week, so that you can get to a week whereby you can make 2 transfers, or you can also take a -4 and make 3 transfers. So I think how I want to set up my team is such that I won't be needing to make transfers every other time, and also to stay patient. I think this is something that we've said, just try to be patient with your squad. At the end of the day, bro, it's a decision. See, maybe it's a decision. And bro, the other one is that you should trust your gut. Easy team selection, easy za the scout, easy tips unapoona pundits, just use them for reference. Ukienda huko kwa the scout, wanakusuggestia team, wanakuambia who is the best second forward to own and other things. Even me in my channel, in this channel, you'll find other tips and stuff, but bro, just use that as a reference material and then make your own decision. Hizi vitu nilikuwa nazianguka last season, walikuwa na kusuggestia team of the week by the experts. Ukienda uweke bro, no nje smart. Next up, this is number 9. Avoid buying players right after an unexpected huge hole. Do you need to make examples? Tunaweza taja Sterling, Ivan Ferguson, Nketiah, Watkins, Mbeumo. Some bro, kuna kuperform na kuna overperform. Player ki overperform unexpectedly, don't go and buy him at that point. Hizo points zimekupita, wait chill. Mse wako ndiye ako next. Ukienda kumkimbilia mse mwingine ndio sasa anaanza kushine. Na ukumbuke, whatever goes up fast must come down even faster. Gravity ni times 10. Akitoka kuget hizo 17 points anarudi anapata 2 ama -1. That's something else. In the last tip from this video, it's about overmanaging your squad, and I think I am a victim of this. I'm a victim of madness, na najaribu kureduce overmanage squad yangu. Hii squad sipasi kwa naiangalia on a daily, sipasi kwa nikifikiria, sipasi kwa nikiota. One thing that you could try to do, less is more. The less you do with your squad, the more that you can get out of it. Most times, just go for the simple decisions. Just try to tweak it. Usifikirie sana, fanya hiyo transfer na uzime data na uendelee. That's the last thing that I can say we've learned ahead of game week 13. Thank you for tuning up for this video. I'll also have another video by the end of the week whereby I'll be discussing my team selection for game week 13. So that's it, DJ Live FPL. Bro, you can comment down below with what you've learned so far, ama kitu ungetaka to keep in mind. This is a very open space, so whatever opinion that you have, it's really welcome, as long as it's positive na inatusaidia, si ndio? So that's it, DJ Live FPL, kwani ni kesho.
BTL drop, Radika Ruka, I gave her Kichoika Ruka, she gave me inside the Uber, Liambaga was sitting at date, Nikamruka. Put on my dip when I was a Peruka. Kama Tumnyambo, I be with my shooter. She is a soldier, she is a trooper. The way that she stay with my stick, then I knew. BTL